Leo was completely distracted as he noticed something. This student had the same aura as Quinn did. "Hey, this is the beast weapons class, right?" Fex said as he walked through. "Who's that?"
I think it's a new student.
This late into the term, that means he must be a draft evader. Suddenly, Leo started to tear off his military clothing, and underneath he revealed a chest-piece armor that had the face of a demon on it. Even armor-piercing bullets from a sniper rifle at most could knock a single-scale Dalki back. However, when activating the beast gear, the higher level tier of equipment, the more empowered our bodies to become, Leo said. At first, the students thought they imagined it, but they could all see clearly that the blackish armor around Leo's chest was starting to light up and turn red. Little particles of steam were emerging from the piece as well. Right now, if I was to throw a fist with all my force, I could crumble the foundations of this entire building. The steam started to disappear, and the chest piece's color started to return to normal. At that time, the students realized a certain pressure had disappeared, as if they were under a gravity heavier than they were used to had disappeared from the room. "So they finally figured out how to properly use the power of the beast, huh?" Fex said. "Well, it looks like they advanced quicker than my father said they would." "The power of the fist is useless if you cannot hit your opponent, or if you do not know how to throw a punch," Leo explained. "So for today's lesson, I shall be showing you a basic martial art that all soldiers are required to learn. For this, I will need a volunteer." Leo then started to look around the room until his head had stopped at one person. "Quinn, how about another spar with me?" Having no good excuse to refuse, Quinn walked up onto the platform. Quinn and Leo were standing at opposite ends of the platform. "Now for this session, once again, I would like you all to not use any of your abilities. Later on, we will try to learn how to combine your abilities with our fists to make more of an impact, but for now, forget about it," Leo explained as he looked at Quinn. "Okay, when you are ready, I want you to come at me and don't pull any punches." Leo assumed a fighting stance, and at the same time, a quest appeared directly in front of Quinn. "High-level opponent detected. Defeat the opponent in battle. Reward, instant level up. Let's see if you are the person from last night," Fex, though standing by the sidelines. The fight had started, and while Leo didn't move at all, Quinn started to dash in as fast as he could. He didn't have any of his beast gears on, so his stats were lower than usual, but he also wasn't being affected by the sunlight so much. Seeing Quinn dash from his position, he was certainly fast, but not fast enough for people to think of it as an ability. Quinn threw out a punch fast, but didn't add any of his blood skills. However, Leo was able to move his head to avoid it. Quinn then changed his fist and went to grab Leo instead. He hoped to throw Leo to the ground, but it was too late. The man had already pivoted on his foot and went for a spin. While doing so, he lifted his other leg in the air and managed to kick Quinn right in the head. The force was strong and caused Quinn to fall to the ground. "Again," Leo said. Although the force was strong enough to cause him to fall, it didn't do much damage to a body like Quinn's. He tried attacking again, throwing punches of his own, but every time his attacks would come close, Leo would move or, using the palm of his hands, deflect the strikes. Then, when he was attacking, he would use his legs. The confrontation lasted about 10 minutes, and finally, Quinn was starting to get worn out by the whole thing. "Yep, those sloppy punches of his, that's the person I fought with yesterday," Fex thought. "Okay, that's enough," Leo said. Quinn was now huffing and panting a little, even though he hadn't used any advanced abilities like the flash step or hammer strike. It seemed to be more tiring fighting against Leo. He would always use the palm of his hands for defense, and whenever he was attacking, he would use his legs. "What you have just witnessed is the martial art we teach our soldiers here. It is named the Pugna style. It's important. The reach in our legs is longer and more powerful than in our arms, but our arms are more versatile and flexible." Leo then started to look at the crowd of students again. "Is there anyone here who would like to have a go? This is your chance to have a one-on-one battle with your teacher here." Most of the students were nervous. They didn't have many hands-to-hand combat experience because they focused on using their abilities or training with weapons most of the time. Out of all the students there, a single person had his hand raised. "I wouldn't mind having a crack at it," a student announced as he sauntered forward out of the crowd. When he came into view, Quinn was surprised to see who it was. "Just what is he thinking?" Quinn thought. "Oh, if it isn't the newbie," Leo said with a smile. Sweeping his black hair back with his hand and taking a look at Quinn, Fex had a big smile on his face. "Bring it on."
Want to watch more episodes of my vampire system? Follow Pocket FM Fantasy Chronicles. You can watch the next episode here in the playlist.